is. I'm assuming they were parked up over here? Unless they're back here. Which I do not think they are. Where the fuck? I'm too lazy to call Kian, to be honest. I did see somebody running over here with a leather jacket, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume it was Ray. I don't see him though. I did see somebody over here though. I didn't see the cut part though. Yeah. Hello?
Denzel, is that you?
Hey, Ray.
Hey, Denzel, it's been a while. How have you been?
Been alright.
Yeah,
How you holding up?
I'm doing okay, my friend. I've been meaning to talk to you for a while now. I haven't had the opportunity to get in touch with you.
Yeah, I've been kind of a bit busy. What's up?
I mean, you probably heard what happened, Denzel, no?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah, there's been a lot of time between that and what happened. I've been talking to the boys quite a bit recently and trying to figure a way to move forward. It's been a little bit tough, man, coming back and talking to Mickey today.
How did you and Mickey talk go?
Well, everyone was there. We had Buddha, and Tony. You know, and the others went there, but Buddha, Tony, and I think Dean was there or whatever. But we were having a discussion about how we should move forward. And while Mickey said that currently he doesn't consider me family anymore for what I've done to him, he's willing to see things forward because of the request of other members of the family. It seems like everyone, although they hate what I done, and what I did was wrong.
Okay, that I forgot.
I tried my best, Denzel, to
I'm
to
not gonna
improve.
lie, I fuck with the haircut.
I went to Parsons for a while, and I also got therapy for a long time to consider and to approve my actions, the way I handle situations, and also to understand why what I did was so wrong because I didn't at the time.
No, I'm just gonna fuck with it every single
It
chatter.
was rough,
Just 'cause I want
Denzel.
to.
Coming back, it's something I thought about every day.
Okay.
Denzel, the talk went okay. As I said, Mickey said he's willing to see if we can attempt to be friends once again, but it's the start, at least. I regret what I did that day immensely, to the point where I was willing to go away for a while. And to listen, Denzel, you know who I am as a man. I was someone who's stern. The way I handled myself was sure. Maybe I could play here and there, but I was an intense man, and I didn't know how to handle people messing with me. I always took it the wrong way. I always assumed that people that messed with me hated me. And I couldn't separate when someone who cared about me had different intentions in which the way they handled themselves around me. And Mickey knew how to get under my skin, and I didn't know how to handle it. Everyone knew about that for a while, and it just got to me one day. I couldn't handle it anymore, Denzel. I took it out on him. My anger on him. I didn't disclose what I did to anyone beside a few people, and I went crazy with it. I'm sorry for what I did, Denzel. I know that Mickey was part of the family, and I intend to make up for it every day that's moving forward. And that's something I will do.
Dude, me being quiet, I feel like Ray is sweating. Me being quiet has really made Ray sweat. Hey, good, I'm in a little bit of an important conversation. I'm gonna have to call you back, alright?
Okay, yeah, please call me back.
Denzel, I know how much family means to you. And it means a lot to me too. I mentioned it to the boys earlier today, and I'll mention it every day going forward. It's the way I've always felt. You, the family, my brothers, mean more to me than anything in the world. And the fact that I had to do something like that, in my mind, was crazy. Even if Mickey knew how to get under my skin. Even if he did something that I thought was awful, and it was built up over time, I should not have responded the way I did.
I mean, I agree with that. You see, right, everything about me, everything as a person, it comes down to loyalty and family. I understand, right, that maybe, just maybe, you had a lot of shit going on, alright? But it doesn't excuse doing what you did at all. And, quite frankly, Ray, if you would have done the same to, I don't know, you would have done the same to somebody like Sab, okay? If you would have done the same to, I don't know, somebody like Lang, I would have put you in the ocean myself. Now, that being said, I love Mickey. However, Lang was handling the situation. I respect whatever Lang, Tony, and those guys come up with. I will always look at Lang, I will always look at Tony, I will always look at Sab as OGs to me. That being said, I don't know how often you pay attention to my bare chest when I do not wear clothes. I walk around shirtless a lot, but across my chest reads a tattoo. It says Unforgiven. Now, the reason I have a tattoo that says that is because I don't forgive people, and I don't forget. I hope Mickey genuinely forgives you. I hope you guys are able to work on it. But I will never forget what happened. You know, I've killed family. You do know that, right?
Of course I know that.
Do you?
Are you talking about Bassam?
Bassam was a dog that I put down. Do you want to know why Bassam got put down? Because he put a gun to my wife's head, so I fucking murdered him. Who the fuck is Bassam? Bassam is not family. I have put down my closest brother for this fucking family. And I'd fucking do it again if they were in the wrong. So just let that be known. If it ever happens again, I will be extremely more vocal. And if it happens to the wrong person, I will kill you my fucking self. And once again, you are very lucky that Mickey is far more forgiving than I am. It's not my shit, and so the people involved will handle it how they will. And however the family decides, I mean, I will fall in line with. And I will just hope time mends all wounds But like I said, if it was my decision, you'd be fucking dead. And I'm just gonna shoot straight, because I'm a fucking straight shooter.
I understand that, Denzel. I knew you would think that same way. Ever since the day I did it. You care about family. Immensely. And I know the way you handle yourself. It's the same way I used to handle myself too. I just hope things can continue to improve. It doesn't have to go back to normal. And people don't have to trust me the way they used to. It doesn't matter to me anymore.
You will never be viewed the same by certain people in this family. And I am not the only one that views what went down as an absolute fucking tragedy. And an absolute fucking disgrace.
I understand that.
I understand you and Mickey might have had your issues. And you guys are both relatively new to what I call family. Okay. But I still love and care for the both of you when you guys were new to the family. And yeah, I was absent for a very long time in this family. I was the fucking mayor. I would go and do fucking lines of cocaine, and then I went and spent time with my wife. But my boys will always be my boys. And that being said, I can't look at you the same right now. And that is just being genuine with you. I'm not gonna sit here, I'm not gonna cause fuss, I'm not gonna threaten you, but I will not look at you the same way, at least for now. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Because like I said, if it was my sole decision, you'd be dead.
I understand that. And Buddha mentioned that a few times to me with regards to other people as well. Trust me, I understand. I was there the day that Mickey joined the family. And I was there on the day that he almost left. I understand his place in the family. And I understand how much he means to certain people. And not just certain people, to everyone. But as I said, that will never happen again. And as you said, if it does, and as Buddha said, and as Tony said, there are no second chances. There's no going back. It's over. But
yeah,
I have my
and
own
there's
reasons.
definitely a significant portion of this family that thinks you should be dead. It's not just me.
Oh, I know. I talked to Tony. He had the same perspective on things. I think Buddha and Yuno were the only ones that were truly of the mindset that they shouldn't be dead.
And look, the way I look at it, if it makes you, I don't know how you feel inside. I don't know how you feel looking at me, but if it makes you feel any better, if I put somebody in the ocean that was a part of this family, I think I should be fucking shot. I would be the same for any two people, in my opinion. You replace yourself with any member. You replace Mickey with any member. The consequence at the end of the day for doing an action as disgraceful as that should be a bullet to the fucking head. It's principle.
I understand that, Denzel.
Like if Sab snapped one day and for some reason and put a bullet in, I don't know, Harry's head and threw him in the fucking ocean, I mean, it would break my heart, but I would never look at Sab the same way, and Sab's got a very special spot in my heart.
I get that. Family is a family after all, right? We do anything for them. I think I forgot that day that Mickey was my family.
Well, some of us do anything for family, Ray. That is true. It's very true.
You don't think that's the same with everyone here?
I'm gonna hesitate from saying you'd do anything for family after dumping Mickey in the ocean in the past. And like I said, I will need time to possibly move on from it. But genuinely, I don't know how I can look at you the same for now, at least. And time mends all wounds. And hell, I mean, look, look. A very long time ago, there was somebody. They used to call us arms and legs. And everybody in the family, they wanted him dead because he was a fucking psychopath. That being said, I disagreed with it, and I begged and I pleaded, and I begged and I pleaded, and I begged and I pleaded, and they put him down. All three of the OGs did. Now, they wanted to torture him. They wanted to make him suffer. So I grabbed a gun and I put a bullet in his head myself. So he didn't suffer. Now, whether I think any of those three were in the wrong that day for how they wanted to handle that situation, for what they wanted to do to him, I was in the wrong for doing that without talking to them first, but I was emotional. And I accepted that eventually. And I did a lot of fucking cocaine, a lot of methamphetamine, and I went off the fucking rails. Because that was somebody I loved more than anybody else. My point is, there's mistakes, there's doing things without telling the family, and then there's genuinely murdering your family in cold blood, which is what you attempted to do, and that's why it sits so heavy on my conscience, and why it hurts.
No, I understand that. Trust me. I've been thinking about it a lot. And it's not only you, Denzel. It is everyone involved. I mean, you have to understand who are the people who recommend bringing Mickey into the family initially. It was Buddha. It was Tony. It was them. And I was there at that meeting, still hesitant about the man that just left, chain gang.
What if when the boys wanted to bring in new people to the family, I piped up and I said, even though I don't know this person too much, I am against it. And then months down the line, I put a bullet in their head and throw them in the ocean. That's not going to make it any better. Well, I do understand why you're telling me, due to the fact that, you had your hesitations. I understand that. But what I don't understand is how that has any bearing to do, or any, it doesn't excuse your actions.
Denzel, nothing will excuse my actions. That's what I'm trying to say. I knew Mickey for such a long time, and I still did what I did. And I regret it every day. With my therapy, I figured out the ways to handle my uncontrollable anger, should I say, upon people who treated me in a bad way. I always thought that the respect had to be mutual. That someone had to treat me with the respect that I treated them. And if they didn't, I couldn't control myself in my reactions sometimes. That's what happened that day with Mickey. And that is why. That is exactly why I needed to get help. And that is why I did. I wouldn't have done it alone, though. Buddha and Tony recommended it to me that day. I probably would still be the same man if it wasn't for those two. I regret immensely every fucking day.
Can I ask you something?
Of course, Denzel. What?
How much respect did you treat Mickey with? Because you guys always fight. I've been on jobs with you guys where you both will fight tooth and nail. While I do understand that you want to be given a certain respect by people, because I also share that. I don't like to fuck around too much. I like to just have respect and have respect for everybody involved. But that being said, I've literally been on jobs with the two of you where you both will start shit with each other. But you both will fuck with each other. And don't get me wrong, Mickey fucks with people way more than people fuck with Mickey. But it does go both ways.
No, I understand. I want to be very honest for you.
I'm gonna need a drink.
Those who treat me with respect, I always treat back. I don't mess with friends very often. I was a very serious man, Denzel. Mickey might have been someone I messed with occasionally, and I only did it because he did something to me prior. But I didn't do it to the extent that he did. And actually, right before I went off the deep end with him, I had a meeting with him about it. I told him, I don't know if you heard about this meeting, but I told Mickey, let's stop this. It's driving me crazy. I'm probably going to do something that I will regret. And he agreed. He said, Ray, I'll start treating you with more respect, but you have to stop threatening to kill me. And I said, deal. I'll start treating you with more respect. You start treating me with more respect, and I won't threaten to kill you anymore. And I thought things would be done at that point. I thought the messing with me would stop. And unfortunately, even at that point, I was near my breaking point. I mentioned to Buddha, I mentioned to Tony, I mentioned to everyone that was near me at that time. I said,
Oh, I'm just looking for casino, don't mind.
I said that things had to improve before something bad happened.
Look, right.
And unfortunately, what's that, Denzel?
I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna be honest, genuinely honest with you. And if it hurts, look, it's not my intention. All right.
Oh, go for it. Be as honest as you will.
Everything you are saying about the events leading up to it, while I understand you might have had your reasons for it, I do not give a fuck. I just need you to understand that. There will never be anything in my mind that you can fucking say that will have me sit here and say I agree with Mickey getting ocean dumped. I can understand you're trying to paint a picture for me, so I understand your thought process, but I literally give zero fucks about that. And I hope you understand that. And it's not in a rude way. It isn't just a simple, me as a person, you will never be able to talk me into wrapping my head around it.
Denzel, I agree with you. I was describing what my mind went through at the time. And now I'm telling you that I'm a changed person.
And I genuinely hope you change. Like, I hope you've changed for the better. I do. But what I'm trying to tell you is, I understand that you might have had... You're trying to get me to see, you know, the events leading up to it, and that you have changed, and you are trying to work on it. I get that. It was told to me that, you know, you were in Parsons. Lang told me that. And you know what? For your sake, for everybody's sake, I genuinely do hope that things are better for you. However, that being said, whether it is intended or it is not, it comes off as you're trying to excuse the actions. And I know that's probably not your intention. Just like it's probably not intended, but the way that you're trying to explain it to me is you're trying to make yourself out to be a fucking victim, honestly, is how it comes off to me sometimes. When genuinely the only person I feel for in this situation is Mickey. Because if I was around, I'm genuinely glad I was not around in the moment, or I would have shot you myself without speaking to Lang. And it would have hurt me doing it, to be honest.
Denzel, as I said, I'm sorry if it seems that way. The picture I was trying to paint was that I was a man that couldn't control myself. That when built up issues came to me, I couldn't react in the way that I wanted to, but rather the way that my brain told me was immediately the thing that I should have done. I shot at their vehicle after they dumped me at their high rates of speed because of how angry I was. And there was other family in there. And now when I think about that, Denzel, I regret it every day. I'm trying to tell you, I did not act the way I should have. And I'm trying to paint the picture because... Exactly. I'm trying to paint the picture not to convince you what I did was right. But what I did was something I couldn't control at the time. And now, I worked my ass off. And I hope for myself, for everyone that I know, that I changed for the better. Because if I haven't, then what was the time and effort I put in? What does it mean? The conversation I had with Mickey today, I told him he can think of me whatever he wants because he deserves that right.
His bun looks sick. I don't give a fuck what chat says.
I don't care if he sees
I actually like this haircut more than the old one.
Happy with the fact that he's even willing to speak to me. Because it's not my decision at that point. It's not my decision what anyone thinks about me or the way they treat me. Because you guys deserve to treat me however you want. I'm just happy that things can be worked on. And that Mickey is willing to give me another chance to potentially be his friend one day. No matter how long that takes, I will work my way to that point.
Stop pushing me. Literally, stop pushing me. I'm stuck.
What the fuck?
This is good, right?
What the fuck was that?
I'm not gonna put away my gun just to see if he noticed. I need to get another. God damn it, man. Yeah, I mean, I've heard everything you said, Ray, and like I said, I will leave you with this. Well, first of all, I'll say that, look, first of all, I'll say that, Sab was looking to talk to you. This is the first thing I'm going to say to you. I don't think Sab's around today. You should probably have a chat with Sab.
Yeah, I almost did yesterday, actually. I ran into him.
I turned down
But
the
he
music.
had something come up. Something about titanium being caught, so he had to go help him. But I will. I'll have a conversation with Seb.
Okay. You should definitely have that conversation. You should also probably talk to the nerds.
And
I don't know if
been.
you already have, but you probably should.
I have talking to Jaeger and Barry, who was in the car at the time. One of the individuals I shot at. I intend to talk to Egg as well.
Okay. And I'm just gonna say it, and I'm gonna be very blunt. Well, I appreciate you trying to paint a picture of
Hello.
Hey, come here, hair.
Sorry, bad timing. I was just,
There's somebody snooping around. That's why the gun's out.
Sorry about that.
No, I said come here, motherfucker. Okay.
Bad
Anyway,
timing.
yeah, pretty bad timing. Anyway, I'm
Solve
just
this fucking riddle offline. Doing my head in.
What the fuck here?
Well, that being said, while I do genuinely get where you're coming from in trying to paint the picture for me and trying to say that you've changed for the better, actions are what matter to me. And in time, maybe actions will prove that you genuinely have changed better, but your word means literally nothing to me. In the sense of you trying to murder somebody that was a part of this family. And I understand that you might, there might have been reasons, there might have been circumstances, but that action makes me devalue your word entirely. And I think you understand where I'm coming from with that. That being said, actions speak louder than words, and actions are what might get you into the good graces of part of the family that thinks you should have been dead, and part of the family that looks at you differently now.
I understand it. And I intend to do everything I can any action I can to do so. No matter how long it takes, Denzel. I don't care.
I hope you understand. For your sake as well as the family's sake.
Anyway, Denzel, I understand that maybe talking didn't also mean very much, but it helped me as well. I'm glad that we were able to talk today.
I'm glad it helped you. Like I said. The intent was never to, like, break you down or shit on you at all. I have a very fine line with things like these. Like I said, if it was up to me, you'd be dead, so.
Alright, Denzel. You take care of yourself, alright? I hope to see you again soon.